Everybody gets into their emotion. Just look at the data. And I'll get to this in a second. I don't think less of the Detroit Lions today. They got Lamar'd. NFC teams that don't see him regularly are 1-16 against him. You have no idea how athletic, how fast, how crazy good he is until you face him. The only people that have ever beaten Lamar Jackson consistently in this league, and there aren't many, have seen him for a second, third, fourth, fifth time. The first time you face him, he's 16-1 against NFC teams. You have nobody in practice that can duplicate Lamar Jackson. So I don't think less of the Lions. They're going to win 11, 12 games, win their division, probably win a playoff game or two in the NFC. But what I do think is Lamar Jackson is now number 2 in the league behind Patrick Mahomes in terms of how do you prepare for a player. Mahomes is the only player in the league that's harder to prepare for. Is he the second best quarterback? I don't know. He's the second hardest player in this entire sport to prepare for. And here's the thing I love about Lamar. Money changes people. They think they're smarter than they are, more successful than they are. Money changes people. And he got the bag. And he's actually changed for the better. Lamar no longer plays to protect his body, which I understood, I get. He's out to prove he's worth the money, not sitting back telling you how much he's worth. He's out here to prove that he's worth it. He finally got wide receivers. I love the Ravens organization. I didn't think they did him well with wide receivers until now. There is something about his work ethic, his competitiveness, and his personality that is jet fuel. He is so good for all the doubters. He is so good at so many things. I'm just trying to find one thing Jordan Love is good at. This kid is crazy competitive, crazy athletic. His efficiency numbers are off the chart. Second in the league in completion percentage. So I get efficiency, which is always nice. Not a lot of mistakes, Mahomes. And then crazy athletic, crazy accurate, crazy movement, crazy competitiveness. The Lions got avalanched. NFC teams and teams that don't face Lamar regularly, they have no idea what it's like to face him. The sidearm stuff, the moving, left, right. His accuracy doesn't dip when he moves. The only teams, Steelers, Bengals, Browns, Chiefs, Chargers a couple times. You see him a second, a third, a fourth time. It's not like you solve him, but you have some idea about the lightning you're going to face. And so when I'm watching right now, yesterday wasn't about Detroit. He's 16-1 against NFC teams. It was about Baltimore's Super Bowl good enough defense and about having to face Lamar Jackson for the first time. People just don't, you can't prepare for Lamar Jackson. You can even probably prepare a little for Mahomes. He'll beat you either way. But Detroit, it was like they were observing Lamar Jackson. Certainly couldn't stop him. Lamar is 16-1 against the NFC. That's the game. That's why I said Baltimore was my favorite pick. If you've never faced Lamar, you have no idea what you're in for. And this Lamar is the best Lamar. I thought his first half against the Titans in London was the best half of football I've seen any quarterback play this year. And he wasn't perfect yesterday, but between the coaching, that defense, and Lamar and those receivers this morning, that's the best team in the NFL. That's the best team in the NFL right there. Not San Francisco, not Kansas City. That is the best team in the NFL. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't know about Justin Herbert. All right, time out. He's got a new coordinator. It's not like you get a new coordinator and the next day you're great. He's got a new coordinator. It's his third coordinator in 4 years. He's on his second coach, and this coach isn't working either. This is the Chargers. Historically, ownership can be a tad frugal. The roster's good. Maybe I'm overvaluing it. But here's what we know to be true. With two coaches, one's been fired and one could be, he's set NFL records. He's also big, strong, a 4.2 biology major, accurate, mobile. He checks every box. For those questioning him, ask yourself a question. What, away from Justin Herbert, do they do well? Run game? No. 16th. Special teams? No, they had a huge gaffe yesterday. Defense, terrible. 31st in yards, 25th in points. So let's look at what they do well. All right. Oh, they're great in the red zone offensively, tied to Justin Herbert. Third fewest giveaways. They don't turn the ball over, tied to Justin Herbert. They have the number 8 passing offense with no deep threat now that Mike Williams is hurt, tied to Justin Herbert. It's funny, all the things they do well to very well are tied to Justin Herbert on his second coach and his third coordinator, his third new offense he has to learn in his 4th season. This crap's hard. It's a new playbook, a new language. So yesterday, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City's offense, we would all acknowledge this, has struggled this year. They have no number 1 receiver. The Chiefs have no number 2 receiver. And Travis Kelce's getting older. And yet they set a record this year for the most yards passing by any team in the first half against a defense that's the highest paid in the league. It's not a Justin Herbert issue. There's only one team in this league that has allowed multiple 400-yard passing games. I'll give you one guess on who it is. The Chargers, that have Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa as edge rushers. Listen, Tom Hanks, even Tom Hanks will have an occasional bad movie. Apple will occasionally have a bad product. We don't doubt Tom Hanks or Apple, right? Like, we know who can act and we know the companies are good. Justin Herbert's career has been elevating and overcoming new coordinators, injured receivers, Allen Mike Williams, inconsistent moves by ownership. Since he entered the league, think about this, he is 2nd in passing yards and 6th in passing touchdowns with 2 coaches that don't work. Generally, if the coach is off, it doesn't matter how good the quarterback is. We know coaches matter. We know that Mahomes is better and Andy Reid is part of it. We know that Brady won Super Bowls and Belichick was part of it. Nobody denies the quarterback is a bigger part of it, 70-30, 65-35, whatever number you want. But if you look at a team and they don't do a lot well, and the Chargers don't, except for everything tied to like one player. If you had the Raiders defense, it's not very good, but it's funny they get some sacks because Max Crosby is great. That's why their sack numbers are not heinous. Like, that's a bad defense with a great player. So you can blame all you want, but Brandon Staley's a defensive coach. Yesterday, again, a big 3rd and long. Now it's Mahomes, but he finds a way to get a first. At least now Staley is acknowledging it's not Justin Herbert. If I had my 3rd lead producer in 4 years, it would make this show harder. I'm not saying you couldn't do a show, and I'm not saying Justin Herbert doesn't produce big numbers. We all thought he had a pretty good year last year. They've actually scored more than last year. But it is another coordinator and the same coach, and I'm not sure what they do well. It's not a Justin Herbert issue. He's setting records, right? Like, he's 2nd in passing yards since he entered the league with 2 receivers, Keenan and Mike Williams, that struggle to stay healthy. It's not on him. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.